you gonna have some y'all know how my ride is. You're gonna have some cutouts now. You're gonna have some cutouts. I can't control the Wi-Fi activity or whatnot while I'm passing through different towns and going over different little bridges and shit, right? But today I wanted to talk the IV versus VC. And I wish I would have gave this the proper video, but nigga be on the move, man. Nigga be on the move sometimes. But I do want y'all to like, comment, and subscribe, and also just vibe with me real quick, you know? Cause straight off the head, we just talking, right? And I'm gonna give it a little minute. What's going on, y'all? Hopefully we don't have a lot of cutouts, man, today, but cause I really want to talk to y'all while I'm on my way. But still and all, y'all know how I get with the Wi-Fi tripping and shit. And if so, I'll just rename the title and I'll do another one when I get home. Yeah, Lord. Hold on. All right. Don't want to have nobody on here that don't want to be on here. No, it's okay. You can go. I'm gonna go over here. Let me park in a different parking spot, y'all. It's a little old lady trying to get out. It's a little old lady trying to get out. But shit, I'm gonna need the room too, nigga. Shit. Let me see. How y'all doing? Good, good. The brass burritos. All right. How you doing? Had to take our order for more burrito.
Burrito?
Yeah.
Burrito, salsa, egg, cheese, bacon. No.
No bacon.
No bacon.
Yeah.
Beans and potato.
Yeah, that's it. All right. All right.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too.
All right. Okay, y'all, hold on. Get back in the car. Hey, go pick up my order. Let's see. Now I'm finna cut cross town. Sheesh. Good morning. I like IV. I don't think VC was the bomb. I don't think VC was the bomb. Oh, yeah? See? But IV got my attention, and if I could vote, IV won, period. My opinion. Okay, so we're gonna talk about it. Cause IV did a video. Now, should I start doing recaps to all of, you know, if we do the little battles and shit? At the Ragsdale channel now. Shout out to the Ragsdale channel. First off and foremost, shout out to everybody who participated. The contestants, the panel. Shout out to the chat, the crowd, and big shout out to the Ragsdale channel. All right. So keep it like that, you know. Now, we all different human beings, you know what I'm saying? So I understand everybody not gonna agree with everybody and what everybody doing and how everybody, you know, their opinion, right? So I have to keep that in fact too, because if it was up to me, you know, if it was up to me, you know what I'm saying? It will be up to me and me only. So, but it ain't. So you have to, when you're working together, you have to think about that shit too. But it was a little confusion going on, and it was a little bit of, I ain't gonna say a little bit, it was a little confusion going on, and it was a little trying to make it right going on. It was trying to make it right, because we all know when you start off something new, you know, it's a new venture for you, even though you probably ain't new to the game and shit like that. This is a new platform. It's a new, you know, way of doing things, especially when we streaming and, you know, and all this other shit, right? So I get it. And then and then it was so impromptu, and I think it was impromptu to everybody, you know what I'm saying? Even though it was on some people's mind a little bit, but I think it was just like a pop-up thing. And I'm talking about from the first battle that was done. What's up, Jake? From Germany? Okay. My mom been to Germany when she went to Africa. She flew in Germany, and where else did she fucking go? She went somewhere else. But yeah, that's what's up, Germany. Appreciate you coming and sliding through. So, yeah. So it was a lot of confusion on that, and then before it, we felt. Well, I know I did. You know, it was 8 bars. That's the name of the title, right? 8 bars. They brought that up. 8 bars, 16 bars. You know, something. You know, I didn't think it was a damn problem. So 8 bars, 16 bars, whatever. And then a lot of the y'all, I know I'm gonna lose service. There's so many people on the road right now. Well, coming up, you know how you could predict it. It's coming up. So I didn't think it was a damn problem, you know what I'm saying? Even though, you know, I didn't think it would become a problem or whatever, because I thought it was just free. Everybody, you know, just spit your shit, you know, just spit shit. And then the topic of, is it a battle? Is it a freestyle battle? Is it a freestyle? Is it a bar from bar? You know, like, what is it? I didn't think that was a problem either. I was like, okay, shit, well, do what the fuck you want to do, you know? Just impress me. How about that? Just make me be like, wow. I just want to be like a wow, you know? Yes, Jesus is king, and he loves you, man. What it do? Rodney, what's going on? I'm getting ready for work already. How are you? I hope you're all right. I'm good. I'm headed to work. So I just be like, if it's a wow factor, it's a wow factor, right? I ain't give a damn. You know, as long as it's some bars that we can hear, spit your piece. So when I saw it first start becoming a problem, and I know that Ivy made a post, and he say, you know, VC basically brought it up, right? He did. You know, he did say something. VC did say something. But as I went back and watched the video, I brought up the bars first. And I don't know if it was the fact that IV had 16 bars, and then I heard VC's, and VC sound extra damn short, you know. And then on top of that, even if it was 4 bars, like, I'm gonna tell you this right now. On that first round and that third round, straight out the gate, IV had them. For me. Gotta respect to the other judges, though, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing to do with their opinions. But IV had VC from the first 4 fucking bars. You know? And IV mentioned that sometimes in battle raps, you know, that's how they push a third one. That was not never agenda. I just want to put that out there. I ain't never had a talk with none of the judges or the hosts that was an agenda to push that third round. That, I mean, and maybe Ivy saying that because it's psychological or something like that, and maybe it may be psychological, but that second one straight out the gate swinging, and for what it was in its totality, you know, I like VC's a little bit more. But that don't mean IV wasn't spitting on that motherfucker either. So IV was really spitting. His balls are nice. They nice and buttery. Like I like them, you know what I'm saying? He had some shit that make you think, but didn't make you think too damn hard, cause that's one thing too. I like the hard thinking rap and shit like that, but I don't like to, and he didn't make me feel that way, you know? But, and I like the party. If you know me, I'm from Louisiana. We like the party, that style of party shit. VC gives me that a little, but it's too damn, like taking a bite and trying to go. I don't know if it's the, everybody calm the fuck down. That's what I'm just saying. Just calm the fuck down, spit your shit. But, yeah, even the wordplay, the delivery, I'ma still give it to Ivy. But, hey, I'm gonna say it like this. The confusion and shit going on with the thing that popped up when I brought up, like, what's the bars? What's the bars? You know, I don't think that was a full 8 bars. So we do have a plan coming up. And that's why I want to say give grace, because it was not concrete. I don't think it was concrete from jump. Pastor H did mention, let me see if I can get this out before I go through this tunnel. But Pastor H did mention, say, hey, you the king, or whatever you title, or whatever, you the king, or whatever, I don't know the king. But yeah, you the title holder, VC, what you want to do? And VC was like, shit, 8 to 12, I think. He said 8 to 12, whatever. And then it was actually that I do believe we okayed that, and in hopes, if I Alright, it's buffering. Am I back? I'm gonna have to get this a proper sit down, man. I was on Marcus' ass this goddamn weekend though. So am I back? Am I back at it? Am I back at it like a crack addict? Y'all let me know. What's up, Sean? What's up, Ivy? It's good now? Alright, so yeah, I can't control the Wi-Fi when I'm going through. It's a lot of people on the road, so this shit happen all the time. So this is what I was saying. If I was in IV shoes, or say IV, I don't give a damn if you're IV or not IV. Anybody's shoes that lost, right? I wouldn't call this I would not call this me. I would say this. I would have never spit 16 bars if I thought that would be, if I felt like I lost because of the 16 bars and it was brought up to end, but we did go through the other 2 rounds. I would have never spit 16 bars if I thought that was why I was gonna lose. You know? Now, granted, if that was such a thought, that would be, because I had mentioned it, after that second round, I mentioned it. I think it was the second round. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. After that second round, if I was VC and that was on my mind already, because it obviously was a problem, right? So if it was a problem or whatever, you see what's happening or whatever, I would have brought it up right then. And not only would I brought it up right then, I would have said, hey man, look, I said on the first round, I said, hey, it would have been like, stop, but I didn't think about that, because I didn't think it was gonna be a problem, at the end. I thought we were just gonna judge for what it was. But if you ain't getting up to the 8 damn near, you know what I'm saying? Like, what up, what? Because on that first battle, it was like a 6 or something like that. It was like the dude didn't even hardly get through nothing. And I could not give him that round because you didn't get to the 8. You didn't get to the 8. You didn't even get to the 8. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. You didn't get to the 8. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't jam though too. Now if it jammed, then y'all be like, okay, shit, we won't just spit 2 bars then shit. Now then if it jams, shit, I'd be like, oh well, And I don't agree that 16 bars is not standard. Everybody spit 16s, and that's not outdated. Like, who puts a date on the cadence of music? We never ever said, like, I don't know nan rap, because I've been to some rap battles, like, live, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with it. I got battle rapper friends, and they spit, you know, whatever they spit. But when we doing standard across the internet and shit like that, or for competitions or something, I'm just saying down south how we do it. Like, if we spitting for because we used to try to make it, niggas was trying to make it out the fucking south, get them a record deal and everything else, and they used to always have the fucking competitions, right? You got the rap competition, you send in your 16, your hot 16, you send in your hot 16. I ain't never heard a nigga say send in your hot 8. They should have said IV 8 balls from here on. Yeah, it should have been a 8 balls from here on. But I didn't think about that. I didn't give a damn, because I thought it was whatever. It was whatever. So that's how I feel about it. Like, it should have been that. But I tell you what, everything that's built, you know, even if it's new, is getting the line. And I think IV understood that, like, hey man, look, you know, if that's the rules, that's the rules. Yeah, I say it's the rules, but shit, just come tighter next time, you know. And the fact that they wanted IV to come back, or we wanted IV to come back, I would like for IV to come back too. But if you say nah, he gonna think about it, that's just what it is. That's just what it is. And but the only way I would have to come back, if it was me and I was in the losing opponent's shoes at this situation, I would come back if they put some more money, if the people put some more motherfucking money in the pot, and not give up the money for that night, because I declare it as inconclusive. I declared it as inconclusive. And then the fact, and I can't skip over this, even though this is my, you know what I'm saying, my side-by-side judge, but everybody got their own mind and shit. So I have to speak truth on it. When he said that he was a biased judge, or he was biased to the situation, but he say he was playing now. Now, this is what he say he was playing. He was just playing. He made it clear to y'all that he was just playing. Now, if you want to believe it, believe it. If you don't, you don't. But I'm going to take his word for it, say he was just playing. But when you said it was biased, that took that out of, you know, like, hey, man, what's going on? You know, I'd be like that too. I'd be like, hey, goddamn it, what's going on? So we can't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I would have just held the money, you know, but it ain't my money to hold anyway. But I will put something towards the pot if IV will come back. So I will put something towards the pot. I know another judge say they'll put something towards the pot, and also a reach out happened. So that's why I say the Ragsdale channel is still good people. Like, they good people in my book. I've had conversations with them outside of this, like outside of fucking this. They done help me outside of this, you know what I'm saying, shit. And I'm not just talking about like help me do stuff like that. They've talked me through some situation that I need. Everybody needs some kind of guy, but you choose and pick and choose who you want to go to for that shit like that or whatever. But without pulling in, you know, we've had genuine conversations, and you know, you can feel it. But they are fair on a sense, because after this, pastor, he was like, yeah, give him my number, do. I want to try to make this right, you know, because it happens. So when stuff happening so live like that and so fast like that, you really ain't thinking. You thinking of closing your show down, not having too much confusion going on the screen right there. We can make it right. But the talk's gonna be after that too. So, you know, you still can say what you want to say right then, and everybody feel like how they feel. You know what I'm saying? But I would have, if it was me, but it's just not me. It's just not me, and this is new. This is new to everybody that's on the panel. I don't think it's new. I've judged shit before, but they've had the rules laid out. But I'm thinking like, hey man, it's fun. It can't go. You know, what are we? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't think nobody was gonna complain about like that, because it wasn't brought up at first. So I feel like VC did complain about that, and if I feel like his excuses, I don't know. He ain't my reigning champ, you know, but I would not be biased to him he get back up here because of none of this. You know what I'm saying? His rap still gonna be his raps. His scheme gonna be his scheme. Whoever his opponent is gonna be his opponent. I'm gonna judge it like that. You know, the bars make it more confusing, I guess. It wouldn't make it more confusing if it's concrete, and that's a cleanup, and that's a mistake that Pastor H took on himself. He said, "Hey man, I take this one. Like, goddamn, I take this one." He didn't say goddamn, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But he said, "I take this one. The fault is on me for not having this, whatever." You know, and I respect that. You know, I respect that. But I do feel like we should have held that and see if IV wanted to come back. But IV, that was his decision. He didn't want to come back. So gotta respect that decision too. Cause like he said, like, come back for what? You know, come back for what when we've reigned in a winner. We're reigning a winner right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're saying that this title belongs here. Like, if we would have never did that, I believe that IV would be open to coming back. Like, hey, if you can say this is inconclusive, like, and I can go back in my goodie bag, and IV go back into his goodie bag, then that's what it is. But I feel like it was just stressed about, hey man, I gotta get this hun. You know what I'm saying? And everybody don't want their money now. You say that, but you know, but all I'm saying is I would have ranked it as inconclusive. Yeah. And I like the fact that after that, like, we really got together, we toned in on it, we're gonna try to make it better, and the next episode gonna be better than the next episode, and the next episode gonna be better than the next episode, and it's gonna keep going, and it's gonna keep going. You're gonna have shit like this, and that don't mean shit stop. This shit motherfucking gonna keep on rolling, you know what I'm saying? And to the cost, like the cost stolen, but on their account, you know, that's up to the Ragsdale channel, you know what I'm saying? But it's gonna keep rolling. And as long as it keep rolling, shit, I'm not a judge, man. I enjoy it at the end of the day. It's something different. And let me say this, it is something different. It don't matter if it's the rich versus the fucking poor. It don't matter if it's the fucking addict versus not the addict. Like, I know that was spitting the rhymes too. It was spitting the rhymes too, and it was like, I liked it. I like all of it. And shout out to our culture. Shout out to our culture, man. And if you're doing it for the culture, and if you're a lover of music, you know that music can be therapeutic. You know, when you sick, you go in there, you lay that Bible down. I know my grandma did, you know what I'm saying? I always speak in reference to my grandmother. She laid that Bible down, she turned that music on, and it puts us as peace, you know what I'm saying? Put us at peace, you know? And even the shit that you're talking about on the music and stuff like that, all that matters, you know? So I would like to hear some more balls, some more styles and everything like that. So if y'all want to get up there and get that hunt done, let me know. We'll plug you in. Hey man, this was the first one. There will be hiccups. Yeah, there'll be hiccups. Respect to both of them for getting up there. No doubt. Respect to both of them for getting up there. And respect to the I know a lot of people had opinions and shit, but shout out to the judges and shout out to the platform, because without it, that wouldn't have never happened. It don't even matter. You know, you could always say that I do this and I could do this, and man, if I had it, I could, you know, well, if you do it, you do it. But it still would never ever be like this, because it just don't align. It just don't align. It could be on a comparison scale, it could be worse or better, but still, though, it's still nothing is ever the same. Nothing is ever the same. I don't even know twins that are just exactly the fucking same. You know, so nothing will ever be the same. That's what makes it unique, you know? Everything all over, learning experience, skill sharpening experience, dust off experience, man, we all benefited, okay? All benefited from an experience. And even if you had experience that was better than this one, Well, guess what? You got one more bad experience on your belt. Say bad experience, but low experience under your belt. Now you done did it one more time. You know what I'm saying? So it's so hard to look at the negatives about things without appreciating the positive about things. Because you could have been somewhere else not watching the video, right? You could not be watching the video. You could have been at a store, or you could have been at a concert, or you could have been at the motherfucking mall, or whatever. Who goes to the fucking mall? Wherever you go, you could have been at your house, at your friend's house or something. You could have got shot up or something. You never know. That's why I appreciate the spaces that you're in and the time that you're giving too. Appreciate that shit too. Let me see. And music can bring you out of things. I know a lot of us like, man, you wasting your time doing this and all this other shit. Not when it comes to music. I ain't never wasted my time when it came to music or writing down lyrics, pulling out memory banks and all like that. That is not a waste of time. That's an exercise to your brain. You know? And it could get you back into places that you thought you know, it could bring you back into that state where you first heard that first quartet couple, you know, that first piece of music that you love with your mother or something like that. It could bring you back to that state. It could bring you back to a state. Yeah. Hold on. I'm finna read some of y'all shit. Let me see. But yeah, it's gonna get up there. I hope I got a fucking parking spot. I just like the fact that ain't all that hooping and hollering out there, you know what I'm saying? Everybody opinionated, they gave their opinions about it and shit. I like that. You know, I like that we all think the same, you know. And I like that that it was a lot of trying to talk about it. Trying to talk about it. Let me see. And I promise you, people tried to make do what was right, what they saw in their eyes, you know. As far as saying, I know at one point in time, IV was like, you know, on his video that he made, he was like, spit 8 more bars for what? You know, spit 8 more bars for what? Because that was the question that we asked. I was like, shit, you want to spit whatever you spit? You know, want to spit 8 more? And you know, like, shit, it ain't up to me to spit 8 more. Ask, you know, the channel. That's how I looked at it. And I was like, okay, yeah, that do make a lot of fucking sense. Shit, he already spit 16. But it's messed up now. It's messed up now. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that because it's messed up now. You know what I'm saying? But you live, you learn, you keep going. And as far as I can see it, I would have called it unconclusive. I would have put the money back in the pot. I would have asked IV, do he want to come back? Hopefully he would have wanted to come back. If he didn't, then I understand that. Fuck up, you know what I'm saying? But I think that would have made a nigga come back. But it ain't about the money with some people too. So who cares? Some people just, you know, just like, man, I was just doing this for fun and shit like that. So if that's the case, then we respect that too. And then I like that Pastor H, he saw what he did. He was doing what he saw fit, and that's was to call it as the judges called it, and give it to VC. And then he turned around and said, hey man, since the judges called it already, you know, I'm gonna just reach out and try to make it right, you know, so hit me up. So man, you know what I'm saying? And gave options to come back. That was, you know, turned down. So these are these men decisions, you know what I'm saying? And tell you the truth, I'm gonna keep my mouth off of it from here, cause these are these people decisions. Okay, so let me read this, and then I'm gonna get up out of here, y'all, cause I gotta go. Jesus King. Okay. Good morning, Mo. Yeah. Good morning, Mo. What's up? What's up, Justice? I felt like the rule didn't apply until after VC complained, but in my community wall is me telling them when I volunteered I got 316s. Look at their response. Okay, I'm gonna look at your community wall. I seen that. I think I seen that. I seen that in real, under the comments though. But yeah, I thought it was 316s too. So yeah. And then I know that I ain't gonna say I know, but I think on the video or something, I think he said it on the video. VC said it that they had talked about it, but I think the slip up is where it wasn't confirmed to you that it was 8 balls. But VC been yelling that he wanted 8 balls and shit, but I didn't know that that was concrete right there. So yeah, it is a little trip up. You know what I'm saying? We have trip ups. Um, but the one that it ain't granted to, rewarded to, they don't give a fuck about no damn trip ups, nigga. You just gave up my trip, nigga. You just gave my trip up, nigga. You give a fuck about no damn trip ups. And we understand that too, man. Some people don't care about that shit. It's just what it is. Not saying you ain't understanding. I'm just saying in general, not just you. Um, who's ready for the Nikes to drop? Okay. I like that idea, Sean. What Sean say? Thank you, Pug. Like everything gotta be on the table first. Meet with the contestants before the battle to set the rules. I don't talk to the contestants before the battle. So I ain't set no rules to no contestants. Oh, I did talk to Ivy. I asked him what's he gonna do 16, and I think he said he gonna do 316s. 316's been out of Ivy mouth from day one, and eight ball's been out of VC's mouth since day one. It's just the setting of the rules, I think. You know, it was LOL. Yeah, I checked my community wall, but it's all good. But the overwhelming majority felt that I won. As long as I'm good. It make you feel good, don't it, Ivy? Hey, good morning, Chris. What's up, God bless him? What's up, G Nice? I think it was fair judging. Okay, but I gave both props. Getting on camera. Yeah, that's brave, man. Had more metaphors, but it all depends on rap style you like. That'll sway your opinion. It will, Sean. Right, right. I love the networking, though. Channel, yeah. Me too, Justice. Dude just needs to finish his verses and write new 16s. I do. It do feel like a whole bunch of unfinished songs, dog. That's some shit I do, boy. I ain't gonna lie. But you think I wouldn't go two-piece combo this motherfucker together if I had to get up there? Out your mind. Topic freestyle challenge would be cool. Nobody knows ahead what it's gonna be. That's crazy. That's crazy right there, Pug. That's crazy. I didn't win on the panel, but I won afterwards. I'm satisfied. Even got a donations because of it. Eating, IV. Eat, man. I grew up with and that's what I'm talking about. Like, you wouldn't even got them damn donations if you ain't get, you know what I'm saying? So it's good they come out of whatever you suspect to be played and bad and whatever and shit like that. And we all understand it. But I appreciate y'all, man. I'm finna go into work and make my day, man. Y'all have a good one, bro. Good morning. Buenos dias. Good morning. How you doing? Good morning.